Hello students, welcome to the class, and today we are going to start two new topics of the chapter decimals. Today we will learn about comparing of the decimal numbers and we will discuss about like and unlike decimal fractions. So comparing, very first if we talk about comparing of the numbers you have already done, whether it was number system or any other chapter. So comparing of the numbers, Roman numbers, these all you have already done. Similarly, today we will study about how to compare decimal numbers. Somewhat the concept is same with a little bit of difference. So if we see here, our first number is 162.19 and the second number is 126.91. So if you have to compare between these two numbers, and the number is 162.19 and 126.91, and if you have to find out which number is greater or which one is smaller. So in that case, what you have to do, very first you have to start from the extreme left digit. So start comparing the left digit. What is the digit here? 1 and 1. They both are same. That means digit at 100 places same. Now compare the next digit. Here it is 6 and here it is 2. Which is greater? 6 is greater, right? So at this point we come across that 6 is greater than 2. That means here only it is clear that 162.19 is greater than 126.91. So I will simply put the sign of greater than for 162.19. Clear students? So whenever decimal numbers are given to you, start comparing the digit from the extreme left of the number. Now similarly, let's take the second example, and here you have to compare that whether 6.63 or 6.603, which one is greater or smaller. So once again, let's start comparing the digit from the extreme left. What are the digits? 6 and 6. They both are equal. Okay. Now, since we do not have any other digit on the integral part, let's move to the decimal part now. So, what is the next digit? Again 6 and 6. That means this is also equal. So, if I write 6 and 6, these two were equal. If I compare the next 6 and 6, they are also equal. So, what we will do? Let's compare the next one, because till now we get both the digits as equal values. Comparing the next value. What is the value here? 3. And the next value in this number is 0. So which value is greater here? Yes, 3 is greater than 0. It means here only it is clear that 6.63 is greater than 6.603. Clear students? So this is how you can compare the decimal numbers and you can easily identify which value is greater. Now using this concept of comparing the decimal numbers, you can arrange any set of numbers in the ascending or descending order. Like here I have taken an example, and suppose it is said that you have to arrange these numbers in the ascending order. In which order? Ascending order. So it is said that you have to arrange these numbers in the ascending order. So let us arrange these numbers in ascending order. So ascending order means smaller to the biggest one. So very first, if we talk about the smallest number, so compare the digits before decimal. So very first we will compare the digits before decimal. 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. That means these three values are small. These two are having 1. That means they both are greater. Now we have to find out which is the smallest value between these three numbers. So comparing the next digit, 8, 7, 8. So 7 is the smallest value. So the very first number which will come here is 0.721. This is the smallest number. Next, I will put the sign of greater than here. So we are done with this number. So I put a tick here. Now, the next bigger value will be between these two because these two are having integral part as 1. So we will discuss it later on. Now between 0874 and 0824, if I compare the next digit, 7 is greater than 2. That means 2 is smaller. So here the next greater number is 0.821. After that, so we are done with this also. After that, the next greater value will be 0.874. Clear, students? So very first we have compared between these three numbers and we arranged them in the ascending order. So now next we will compare between these two numbers. So as you can see here, 1 and 1 are same. So comparing the next digit 6 and 1, you can easily see that 1 is less than 6. So the next value will be 1.106, and which is the highest value? 1.602. So this is how you can arrange given set of numbers in the ascending or the descending order. So this is our first topic of comparing the numbers, and related to that is our ascending and descending order. Now let's move towards the second part, like and unlike decimal fractions. Now what are like and unlike decimal fraction? Very first, if I talk about like decimal fraction, like decimal fraction is actually related to the concept of decimal place values. For example, if I write a number 0.1, 0.11, 0.111. Suppose these are the three numbers, three decimal numbers, and here you can see that after decimal we have only one decimal place value. In the second number, after decimal we have 2 decimal place value, and in the next we have 3 decimal place value. So this decimal place value is going to decide whether the decimals are like or unlike. We will not come across the digits before decimal. That means we are not going to compare the integral part. We will only see about the decimal part, and that too not the digits but the place values. Here the place value is only 1, that means there is only one digit after decimal. Here 2 digits after decimal, so 2 decimal place values. 3 digits after decimal, that means 3 decimal place values. Now if you have to make this unlike decimals, right now we come across that all these three are unlike decimals. Now if it is said that convert unlike to like decimals, so in that case what you have to do, what is the maximum decimal place value here? 3. That means we will convert 1 decimal place value to 3 and 2 decimal place values to 3. So for that I can write this number as 0.1. Now I want to make it, instead of 1 decimal place value, we have to make it 3 decimal place value. So what you will do, just put 2 zeros after the first decimal place value, that is 1. So now if you count how many decimal place values are there, 3. That means it becomes a like decimal according to this one. Similarly, the second number, which is 0.11, how many digits are there? 2. We have to make it 3 digits. So that means I'll put 1 0 and now it becomes 3 decimal place value decimal number. And the third one will be same, 0.111, because it is already in the form of 3 decimal place value. So now as you can see that all these 3 decimal numbers have 3 decimal place values. That means after decimal 3 digits are there. It may be 111, it may be 222 or 333. So now these 3 numbers are said to be like decimals. So when we equate the decimal place values for any set of numbers, then they are called like decimals. no matter what are the digits. We just have to consider their place values. It really doesn't make any difference whether the digits are same or different. Okay, so whenever you have to make any unlike decimal to like, you just have to add the number of zeros as per the requirement. Now let's take an example here, and there are some numbers given to you. The first number is 0.91, 10.819, 89.637 and 142.8. And as you can see that here the decimal place value is 2, decimal place value 3, decimal place value 3 and decimal place value is 1 only. And if it is said that convert this unlike decimals, since the decimal place values are different, that means they are unlike decimals. And if it is said that convert it into like decimals, then how you are going to do that? So the process is same. Since maximum number is 3, right? Maximum number of decimal place value is 3. So we will convert the number with 2 decimal place value into 3 and the number with 1 decimal place value into 3. So for the first number, I can write 0.910. I added 1 0 at the last. So this become decimal with 3 place value. Next number will be same, 10.819, because it is already with 3 decimal place value. Next number will be also same, 89.637. Now the last number, which is 142.8, decimal place value only 1. We have to make it 3. So I will add 2 zeros at the last. So now you can see that 3 digits after decimal, 3 digit after decimal, 3 digit after decimal, 3 digits after decimal. That means now these decimal numbers are like decimals. Okay, take one more. Let's take one more example here. First number is 1.04, 14.4, 144.43 and 1444.433. Let's count the number of decimal place values. 2 here, 1, 2 and 3. So once again, since maximum number of decimal place value is 3, so we will convert it into 3 decimal place values. So this will become 1.040. Next will become 14.400. The next value will become 144.430 and the last value will be copied as it is, 1444.433. So this is how you can convert any unlike decimal numbers to the like form. So I hope both the topics of comparing the decimal numbers and converting unlike to like decimal numbers are clear to all of you. Thank you for the lesson, students.